1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go. No. You pile of ass. Oh, you. Why are you not working? All right. So watching the White House Correspondents Dinner. Open up my YouTube feed. I'm gonna actually be watching the White House and react to it. If the mics. So yeah, let's test. Let me test this first. Oh, it's buffering. Okay, so all right, cool.
And audio.
There we go. Should be good.
Red Circle Live Studio. 3000. Clickable heading level 3 link live. 2023 White House correspondent.
From NBC News,
Mainland.
which is. Oh, good. I had off. Oh, thank God. National anthem doesn't give me copyright. That's all.
Studio. Phone link row 1. Microsoft do 3015. 3.
What is this? Oops.
Press ESC to exit full screen.
There we go.
Live.
Full screen.
2023 White House Correspondents Dinner YouTube domain landmark. Complimentary land. Button graphic channel watermark.
We might have to.
Reminders to not forget Google. Red Circle Live Studio. Button local video. Share screen.
Jump between comments.
Button ends landmark list with 9 items. Brand folder. Button clickable button settings. Button presentation. Button. Yes. Button local video. Button share screen. Button background. Button extra out of list menu. Button invite guests. Button disable camera. Button mute. 1 slider. Button menu. Tyler Shepard. 100. Button mute. Button Mac. Button network. Tyler Shepard. Button cine. Button picker. Button half. Button cover. Button unavailable lands. Tab. Selected. Selected. Tab. Checkbox not checked. Chat overlay. Chat frame clickable shell. Unlabeled graphic. To get missing. Restream.io. 7 hours 16 minutes.
Please enjoy your dinner.
So they're eating.
7. Social comments display here. Clickable menu. Clickable type message. Button unavailable. Clickable type of message. Edit. Chat frame. Restream. So. They are eating.
I wonder what's on the menu. You know what? We might have to look this up. What's on the menu for tonight? Let's see. Can I?
Start window. Run. Find results in apps. Run app. Red Circle Live Studio.
It's not opening. It's not letting me.
Restream chat app. Press.
The app's literally not working. Fuck.
Restream chat row 1 column 1. Header clickable. Clickable.
Refresh.
Restream chat. Header clickable. Chat. Header clickable. Restream chat. Live Studio. Red circle. Clickable menu button clickable type a message. Button unavailable. Out of frame button mute. Button disable camera. Check. Clickable menu button. Graphic status. So they are eating. 17 hours to post. Clickable button. Show. Display here. 17 hours 6. Stream.io. Enabled graphic to get missing clickable button. Show. Out of frame checkbox not checked chat over. Checked. Navigation landmark tab. Chat frame clickable show. Clickable button. Graphic. Restream.io. 17 hours 16 minutes and 23 seconds. It's display here. Click on the screen. Clickable show. Clickable button. 17 hours. So they are eating. Graphic status. Clickable menu button sub menu. Clickable type a message. Frame button mute. Button disable. Button invite guests.
That's it. We might do a game or two while we wait.
Search with Quinton C. Game room. Q.
I'm not. No offense. I'm not.
Quinton C. Welcome to the playroom. Version April. A new table 1. Choose a game. Uno 2 of 1000. Create a new table 1 of 6. You have joined. No ducking. The table is now private. Gordon. White duck has joined the table.
There we go.
Do you wish to play with? Yes, one of. The game. In game. The victory is fixed to 5,000.
Actually, lower the volume on the.
Red circle. Clickable main landmark.
There we go. Perfect.
Pause. K. Quinton C. Game room. Quinton C. 2 1 of 6. Red and spare 50. Green light 6 of 6. You must draw a card first. You draw reparation side 6. You play a green light card. It's Flash Gordon's turn. 50 miles 5 of 6. Flash Gordon draws a card. Red light 7. Select the top. Tyler Shepard 2. Flash Gordon 2 of 4. Red light 7 of 7. You can't attack that player. Reparation 50 miles 5 of spare speed limit. Red light 100 miles 200. Red light 2 of select the duck. Cancel 4 of 4. White duck 3. You play a red light card against white duck. Miles 1 of 6. Flash Gordon draws a card. You draw a card. Accident 7 of 7. Are you sure? Yes, 1 of 2. Number 2. Accident 7. Red light 6.
Wait, how do I kick someone?
K. Choose a player to kick. Tyler Shepard. Flash Gordon. White duck 3 of 4. Light 6 of 7. Tyler Shepard 223 has out of the table. White duck has left the table. Choose a player to kick. Flash Gordon. Terminator 3. Tyler Shepard 220. Terminator has left the table. Space Cat has joined the table.
Oh my god.
1 of red light 6 of 7. Red light 6 of 7. Create a new table 1 of 6. Milad.1000. Uno 2. 1000. Create a new table. You have joined the table. Wait for Psycho Quack has joined. The table is now private. Yes, 1 of. The game is starting.
One game, not 2.
Individual game. The victory is fixed to 5,000 points. Round number 1. Psycho cards and deal. Gas 1 of 7. 100. Drive 200. Out of driving. You must draw a card first. You draw a card. Gas 7 of. Out of gas. 200. Out of gas 5. Driving. You play a driving ace card. It's your turn. 100 miles 3 of 6. You draw a card. Green light 7 of 7. Gas 1 of 70. 100 miles 3 of 7. Are you sure you want number 100 2? Green light 7 of 7. You play a green light card. Out of gas 6 of 6. You 7 of 6. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 25 miles. You puncture proof 7 of 7. You play a you draw a card. End of speed 100 miles 5 out of gas 125 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are now at 100 miles. End of 75 miles card. You are now at 107. You draw reparation out of gas 200 out of. You play a out of gas card against Psycho Quack. It's Psycho Quack 4 of 6. Psycho Quack draws a card. Psycho Quack junks a end of speed. You draw speed limit 7. You play a speed card against Psycho Quack. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Red light 7. Are you sure you want number 2 of red light out of gas 100 gas 1 of 7. Out 200 miles 4 of 7. 1. You play a 100 miles.
There we
you are
go.
now at 207. You draw. Are you sure? Yes. 1 of you junk a reparation card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Play a 75 miles card. You are now at 350. You junk a flat card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Red light 6 of 6. You 50 miles. You are now at 400 miles. It's Psycho Quack. Red light 7. Are you? Yeah. You junk a red light. 3015. Angle 017. Average minutes.
Some random people being.
Quinton C. Game Room. Tide light. Red light 6 of 6. End of speed limit. 200 miles. Gas 1. Gas 1 of 200 miles. You must draw a card for parade. Red lights. End of speed. 200 miles. 3 1 to junk of 7. Reparation 5 of. Are you sure you want? Yes. 1 of. You junk a reparation card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Horse Tyler Shepard 223. 600. Psycho Quack 400. 5. 200 miles 3 of 6. You red light 5. End of speed limit 4. 200 miles. Last 2. Are you sure you want? Number out of 200. Green light. Turn. Reparation 6 of 6. Psycho Quack draws a card. Quack plays a. You draw 100 miles 7. You play a 100 miles card. 6 of 6. End of speed 200. End of. You draw a card. Gas. Red light. 5. End of speed 200 miles. Out of gas 2 of 7. Gas card. It's Psycho Quack. It's Psycho. You are now at 600. Gas 6 of 6. You draw. Yes. 1. You junk a gas card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. 50 miles. You play a 50 miles. You are now at 650 miles. It's Psycho Quack's turn. You play a 25 miles card. You are now at 600 and.
Dang it! Come on!
Miles. Psycho Quack plays a speed. Reparation 2 of 6. 3 of. You draw. 50 mile. 50 mile. Gas. Reparation. Sure you want. Number 2. 50 miles 7 of. Gas 6 of 7. Are you sure?
Yeah,
it's Psycho Quack's turn. 200 miles 5 of 6. Are you sure you? Number 150 200 spare tire 4 of 7. Yes, you junk a spare tire card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 3 of 6. You draw card. 100 miles. Are you? 100 miles 6. You draw card.
There we go.
100 miles 6 of 6. Psycho Quack draw 100 miles. D mile. Spare tires. Are you sure? You number spare 52 gas. Are you 100 miles 1 of 7. You junk a 100 mile reparation. You draw puncture proof. Play puncture proof card. You sure? Yes. Out of gas 7 of 7.
Work.
Tire 6. You draw a card. Driving ace. You play a driving ace card. It's your turn. You draw a card. Green light 7 of 7. You draw a card. Spare tire 7 of 7. Spare 100. Psycho Quack's turn. Reparation 1 of 6. You play a card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Spare tire 6 of 6. Psycho Quack draws a card. 25. Are you sure? 50 2. Reparation 1. Are you sure? Yeah. Reparation 1 of 7. You junk a reparation card. Green light card. It's Psycho. Quack's turn. 25. You draw 100. Psycho. You Quack's. You red lights. Are you sure? You 25 miles card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Spare tire. Are you? Yes. You reparation card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Red light 6 of. You junk a red light card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. End of speed limit 6 of 6. You must draw a card. 5. End of speed. You play a end of speed limit card. It's Psycho Quack 7 20. Spare 1 50 200 200 miles 1 of 7. 2 of 250 miles 2. Are you sure you number 2 50 miles 20 reparation 7. Yes. Reparation 7 of 7. You junk a reparation card. It's like 25 miles 6 of 6. You drop flat 7 of. Are you 7 flat? You junk a flat card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. You 25. Are you? Yes. You junk a Quack's turn. 25. You drop reparation. Are you? Yes. Psycho Quack's turn.
They're still
25 miles.
eating dinner, so I'm
3015. 3000
for me to.
By guests. But compliment menu list with 9 button background button video button present but clickable button default button brand fold out of list button end stream button end out of list button add frame but clickable type a message clickable menu buttons 17 hours 24 stream elements clickable menu buttons graphic status so they are eating 17 hours 20 post show social comments display here clickable show 17 hours so they are eating graphic status clickable show clickable button menu button sub menu button sub stream elements stream elements bot running graphic robot clickable message button unavailable out of frame button mute start window clickable restream chat clickable
Ah, it's not. It's like broken. Need to fix
restream
this
chat
shit. Like what?
more complimentary menu list with 9 items button extra camera new Quintet spare tire 20 25 you first new notification from Google Chrome new notification details are hidden while you draw a card gas 7 of 7 are you sure yes you junk it's Psycho Quack's turn 25 miles 6 you draw a card green light 7 you play a green it's Psycho Quack's turn 25 miles 6 you draw a card 50 miles 7 of 7 you card you are now at 50 miles it's Psycho Quack's turn 25 you draw 7 of spare 150 200 miles
I'm gonna lose my points, but oh well.
you play a 200 miles card you now at 200 you draw end of speed limit 7 of 7 are you sure you want number end of speed red light spare tire you play a card you are now at 275 draw 200 miles you miles card you are now at 475 miles and you draw end of speed limit end of red spare 100 miles you play a 100 miles card you are now at 575 you draw 5 miles you play a 75 miles card now at 650 miles you drop 200 miles you sure you want to junk yes 1 of 2 you junk a 200 end of speed red spare 50 miles you must draw card first 50 miles you draw speed end of speed 50 miles card you are now at 700 miles it's turn spare draw a card end of speed limit end red 1 of 7 are you sure yes spare tire 1 of 7 you junk a spare tire card it's Psycho Quack spare tire you drop spare tire 7 are you sure yes you junk a spare tire card it's Psycho end of speed limit draws a card you draw a card speed limit 7 of 7 you play a speed limit card against Psycho Quack it's Psycho Quack's turn end of speed Psycho Quack draws a card Psycho Quack plays a right of way card it's Psycho Quack's turn Psycho. You draw 25 miles. You play a 25 miles card. You 120. You draw gas 7 of 7. End of red light. Spare tire 1 of red light. Are you sure you want it? Numbered red light. Spare tire. Are you yes? Spare tire 1 of 7. You draw 75 miles. You play a 75 miles card. You are at 800 miles. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6. You draw a card. Reparation 7 of 7. Yes. You junk a reparation card. It's Psycho Quack. 75. You play a 75 miles card. 175 miles. You draw a mile. You play a. You are now at 925. You draw a card. Red light 7.
I need like a 75 or
Yes, 1 of 2. You junk a red light card. Psycho Quack's turn. You draw out of gas 7 of 7. Are you sure you want number 2 out of 10 of 7? Gas 7. Gas 6 of sure. Yes, 1 out. You junk out of gas card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of 6.
come on,
Round number 3. Psycho Quack shuffles the cards and deals 6 to each
Nobody
player.
got them.
It's your
What the
turn.
fuck?
50. Gas 2 150 100 speed limit 6 of 6.
Oh, I must.
You must draw a card. Speed limit. Play a speed limit card against Psycho Quack. It's Psycho. It's your turn. Flat 7 of 7. Flat card against Psycho Quack. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Speed limit 6 of 6.
Not
You draw a card.
sorry.
Gas 7 of 7. Part of 2. Number 2 of 2. Gas 7 of 7. Gas 7 of 7. Speed 100. Gas 50 miles. 50 miles. Gas 2. Are you sure? Yes. Gas 2 of 7. You junk a gas card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. 50 miles 1 of 6. You draw a card. 25 miles. Are you 1 of you junk a 25 miles card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. So 20. You junk a 25 miles card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. You draw red light 7. Are you sure? Yes. Red. You junk a red light card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of 6. You draw a card. Flat 7 of 7. You junk a flat card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of. You draw gas 7 of. Are you yes? You junk a gas card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6. You draw a card. 5 mile 70. Are you sure? Yes. You junk a 75 miles. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of 6. Psycho Quack draw. You draw a card. 100 mile 100. Are you sure? Yes. You junk a 1 card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of 6. You draw 25. Are you sure? Yes. You junk 25 miles. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas. Green light 7 of 7. You play a green light card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Gas 6 of 6. Psycho. Draw green light 7 of 7. Gas. You play against Psycho Quack's turn. Speed limit 5 of 6. Psycho Quack. You draw puncture proof 7 of 7. You play. It's your turn. You draw red light 7 of 7. 150 mile 150 mile 1 of 7. 100. Are you sure you want it? Yes. Number 2. 100. Green red light green light. You play a green light card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. Speed limit 5 of 6. You draw a card. End of speed limit. Speed limit 100. Speed limit. You play limit. Psycho Quack draw a card. Psycho Quack plays an extra tank. You draw a card. 100 miles 7 of 7. You junk a 100 miles card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. End of speed limit 6 of 6. End of speed. End of red light 150 151 red light 5. You play a red light. Psycho Quack's. You draw a card. Yes. You junk a 7 card. It's Psycho Quack's turn. End of speed limit. You draw a card. Accident 7. End of accidents. Are you sure? Yes, 1 of. You junk a accident card. Turn. End of speed limit 6. You light 7. Are you sure? Yes, 1 of 7.
Actually,
you green light card. No, but null. Yet null plus 1. Red circle.
let me actually look up something.
Toolbar. Address. News Linian line. NF. Linianline.org unselected. NFB news. Graphic NFB newsline registered logo. Column 2 login. NFB. Do. 520. Login button. NFB new demand visit. NFB my favorite pub. NFB new table with previous current issue. Column 3. NFB news. Business general news 61. NFB new full set full AP news 5p.medt the Associated Press.ly. Texas man kills 5 AP news summary at 7. Search area widened. Telegram app back on in Brazil after Texas sheriff says indicted in a New Orleans restaurant shoot. California man gets 4-1. Flood concerns rise. Man kills 5 in Texas after Mex ruling party sweeps mine reform. AP news summary at 3:30. Frustration grows. Weight on Oxycontin issues flour recall after salmonella discovery. Associated Press. Minneapolis. Link heading level. Israelis rally for 7-size sculpture of euthanized walrus unveiled in Norway. The Associated Poland claims Russian school by court order angered the Associated Press. Warsaw. 3 killed, 1 wounded in Philadelphia shooting. AP News Digest 210.m. AP News Minnesota man who left newborn to die sentenced to prison. The royal drama. King's fractious at coronation by Danica Kirk. Lewis. Eton turns Soul Bridge into massive. Man kills 5. See partly shutters. AP News summary at 11. Judge in Catholic bankruptcy recuses over church donations by J. Musty and Associate. New AP Texas AP News full general down full AP News summary at 8:05.
Let's read what's going on today.
Associated full email is arting AP News summary at blank. Texas man complained of gunfire. Blank. Cleveland, Texas, AP. Cleveland, Texas, AP. A Texas sheriff says authority widened the search area for a man killing 5 of his neighbors near Houston. San Jacinto County Sheriff Greg Capers told reporters Saturday that the search area for Francisco or Pisa could now be as large as 10 or 20 miles. Remains at large more than 18 hours after the shooting Friday night. Authorities say Theato Caps asked the man to stop firing rounds in his yard because they were trying. It happened near the town of Cleveland, about north of Houston. Capers said Oropesa may still have a weapon. King's fractious family on stage at Coronation London, AP. King Charles Palace, travels in a chauffeur-driven Bentley and is one of just men, but he's similar to many of his subjects in one very basic way. Life is very complicated. There's a second wife, an embarrassing brother, and an angry son and daughter-in-law, all with allies who aren't shy about whispering family secrets in the ears of friendly reporters. Charles will hope to keep a lid on those tensions when his royally blended family joins as many as 2,800 guests for the new king's coronation on May 6 at Westminster Abbey. All the Duchess of Sussex are attending. Detailed about King Charles III's coronation service London. AP. The coronation service for King Charles will be one of many faiths, many languages. Is keen to show that he can be a unifying figure for everyone in the United Kingdom. Ceremony that will for the first time include the active participation of faiths other than the Church of England. Canterbury's office said Saturday that Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim and Sikh leaders will take part in various aspects of the coronation. It revealed details of a service it described as an action that will reflect contemporary society. Russian official, Ukrainian drone strike Crimea. Ukraine, AP. A Russia-appointed official in Crimea says a massive fire erupted at an oil depot there after it was hit by 2 Ukrainian drones. The Moscow-installed governor of the port, Astapol, posted videos and photos of the blaze on his Saturday. 2 more drones were destroyed over Crimea. The peninsula-appointed governor said Russia Crimea from Union, a move that most of the world considered illegal. The oil reservoir fire comes a day after Russia fired more than 20 cruise missiles and 2 drones at Ukraine, killing at least 23 people. Moscow's forces also are bracing for an expected Ukrainian counteroffensive. Known for laughs, DC dinner to spotlight reporting risks Washington, despite its reputation as a the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday will also take on the serious and solemn role of journalism in a democracy. Yuri has been imprisoned in Russia. He was detained in March and charged despite strong denials from his employer and the U.S. government. His family will be among the 2,600 people attending the game. Also attending will be Deborah Tice, the mother of who was kidnapped while reporting in Syria in 2012. Trump UPS competition with DeSantis in planning trip to Iowa. Des Moines, Iowa, AP. The competition between Donald Trump and
Okay. Drunk. Alright. Cool.
Red Circle Live Studio.
Gotta almost.
Out of list menu. List with 9 items. Camera new. Out of button more. I get. Button disable cam. Button chat frame. Clickable type of message. Clickable menu. Stream elements bot running graphic robot. Stream elements. Clickable menu buttons. Button. Hide. Graphic status. So they are eating. Clickable hide.
You know what? I'm not gonna end the stream.
Out of frame visited link. Head button GoPro. Head chat overlay. Out of frame. Clickable button remove. Button enter full screen. Live. 2930. 0. Navigation lid. Tab. Tab. Main landmark. Tab control. Navigation landmark. Button end stream. Complementary landmark list with 9 items. Clickable button brand folder. Out. Clickable button presentation. Button video. Button local vid. Button shares. Button background. Button extra. Out of. Button more. Button invite guest. Button mute. 100. Button invites.
How do I invest?
Button invite guests.
Let's go see.
Button more. Landmark button. Menu. List with 9 items button extra. Out of list checked. Guests can add channels to this stream. Checkbox not checked. Dialog. Blank. But. Close. Blank. But. Select your plan. Radio button checked. But. Blank. But. Close. Mainland blank. Mainland. Complementary land. Button default. Button brand fold. Out of list button end stream. Blank. Blank. Mainland mark blank. Mainland mark clickable go back visited link. Heading level 1. Studio. Blank. Mainland mark clickable button end. Click. Button extra. Out of button button in guest. Menu. Checkbox not guests can add channel. Need a new button to clipboard. Retrieve. Edit button copy to clipboard.
Oh, so it's this easy? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Cool. We might have to gameplay with this. That might be a way to do it. To do it. Alright. They're still eating. So we're just
3016.
We're just gonna keep chilling.
017. Filled down pointing small cent.
We're gonna turn up the volume and listen beyond some audience.
Okay.
Because why not? Wonder what they're having, like I said earlier. I wonder what they're eating. Alright, when this stream is done, I gotta contact Restream because their Restream chat app is not working. That's not cool, dudes, because I use hang on, let me when they
Operator set. Copy to clipboard. Go head. Clickable remove button. Enter full screen. Landscape. Port contain button. Cover button. Half pick thumbnail menu. Maximize button. Mute button. Minimize mute button. Mute button. Disabled. Invite guests button. Complementary list with not background. Share screen button. Background. Share screen button.
Well, shit.
Video button. Local video button. Share screen button. Local video present RTM clickable settings button. Clickable default brand end. No next button. M. Blank. Space. Button end stream. Blank. Main landmark video storage button. Presentations button. Local video button. Share screen button. Studio.restream.io is sharing your screen. Stu.restream.
It's already sharing. Doy. Disconnected. I'm gonna check some messages.
B. Stop sharing.
enjoying dessert. I wonder what it would be like going to a gala. You'd have to wear a lot of fancy things. Odd. They're still waiting. Oh, no rush. It's not like I have anything. It's all good, boys. It's all good. So, as the news said in the earlier stream, uh, Evan Goy, I think you pronounce it Goichevic, the journalist who got taken. I mean, that's an story. Actually, think I'll have the stream. I think I'll just delete the stream when I'm done with it. I will be back, chat. I'm back. Apparently didn't miss anything. Still not time, so we're just gonna chill. Start talking, we're start covering and reacting. I think the first thing they're gonna do is like they always do every year, some awards. So we'll be clapping for those people. Yay! Because I mean, these are the young journalists of the future. You gotta show them some love, right? Yeah. Yeah. There it is. So we've just been sitting here for about 47 minutes, maybe an hour, be an hour, and then eventually they'll get to it. This stream is eventually going to get deleted. Might scrounge data off it, but no value in it. What you doing right now? I'm currently watching the White House correspondents. There's nothing going on. Flip that. I wonder if they'll make fun of Fox News tonight. At least maybe Tucker Carl. I mean, not that I don't not that I like hate the guy or anything, but easy target. What they do. There we go. Wow, they're eating late for dinner. I just did something in DC. 9:11 p.m. in DC. Whoops. Help if the mic remained where it's supposed to be. That would be nice. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. Get this a video. Yeah, probably. I thought there would have been more. Oh, well. Live and let learn. You know what I mean, boys? There we go. All right, so we'll just record this until, because I just can't think of anything to do, and I don't want all that dead air. So we'll just have noisy air going. But yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. Ow! Oh, my hair! My freaking headphone is pulling my hair. Ow! Why? Got it. Why does the audio honestly sound like funneled through a telephone receiver? And that's literally what it sounds like right now. It's being funneled through a telephone receiver. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Just keep eating, just keep eating. Dude, it's got to be good food there. Like, no. It's got to be really good food over there. Ugh. Time for dinner. I'll have dinner after the stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I will like dinner after the stream. Shit. Probably gonna start at 6:30 Pacific time. Yeah, it's probably gonna start at 6:30. That's good. Kind of interesting. I can't hear what they're saying, but it's kind of interesting to hear what the crowd while the noise. Let me try something real quick. Oh, so I can pause it if I have to. Kind of like. Chat, we got music, chat. Could this be the time?
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show will begin in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Let's go. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Tyler here, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be watching the show of the 2023 White House Correspondents' Dinner and reacting to this content that occurs in the show. It'll be interesting to see what happens, and it'll be kind of fun. So without further delay, let's start my screen share. Let's get the mic right. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show will begin in less than 2.
Alright, less than 2 minutes, so let's... There we go. Alright, there. So that's queued up. The other one queued up. Welcome to another video. My name is Tyler, and we are getting ready to watch the 2023 White House Correspondents' Dinner. We are watching it live on YouTube. The VOD will be deleted, but this video will be uploaded later for all of you to... Let me actually turn off the light. There we go. Alright, so I think the first thing they're going to do is they're going to start sharing awards or something. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We're right here for this. Let's go. Let's go. I've been sitting here waiting for about an hour. Let's go. Oh, perfect timing.
From Washington, D.C., it's the White House Correspondents'
intro,
Dinner,
okay.
with special appearances by Kelly O'Donnell, Eugene Daniels, Aaron Travers, the Property Brothers,
Don't know?
the President of the United States,
Oh, I know him.
and tonight's headliner, Roy Wood Jr. But first, from Los Angeles, a very special message from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hello, everybody.
What's
Happy
up,
to speak to
Governor?
all of you here for the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Evening,
Wow,
Governor.
what an event. Look at this. Now, I didn't come here to roast anybody or to make jokes or anything like that. I just simply wanted to say thank you to all of you gathered here today. Because our country would not be the shining beacon of freedom that welcomes people like me without the free press. Let's be honest about that. And tonight's event, of course, sends a powerful message that you don't see politicians schmoozing and drinking with the press in Beijing or in Moscow and places like that. No.
Nope, you don't. He's
Here we're
right.
having a good time.
Chat.
Now, I wouldn't be the Arnold that you know without the press. And that's a fact. I mean, every reporter, every photographer, every editor,
Wait, wasn't he a governor at one point of California? Or when? But I think he was a governor, so yeah, he wouldn't be.
who has brought me or my message to the people has made my life possible and successful. So even though you've asked questions that are the hell out, I remind myself always that you're actually doing the people's work. You're the ally of the people. So never ever stop shining a light on the truth and inform the public.
I wonder if Fox News is going to be that. Let me turn off the screen reader. It's kind of annoying me right now.
I'm very proud of all of you. And it's not just me. It's also Lulu and Whiskey and my twin brother Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
We're all proud of
Give me
you.
some more. Yeah, I come over here. I'm gonna get.
Hey, Danny DeVito!
Okay, good.
What's up, brother?
Okay, that's the finger. Ow.
Good
Okay.
girl. Good girl.
Thank you very much.
Now, speaking of annoy the hell out of me, I would like to introduce to you someone who covered me during my time as governor of the great state of California, and who's gone on to bigger and better things. Please welcome us Correspondents Association's president, Tamara Keith.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hello, sir. Or ma'am, I can't tell. Hello, hello. Hello.
Ally of the People has
Ma'am.
a nice. Thank you, Governor, and welcome to the White House
I
Correspondents
love to be wrong.
Association
Hi,
dinner.
ma'am. Hello, hello. Hello.
For the first time since 2016, we have both the President and the Vice President here, as well as their spouses.
Hello, Madam Vice, Mr. President, Mr. Second Gentleman, and
Their
First
presence is a statement,
Lady.
an endorsement of a free and independent press.
Damn right.
Even is like the questions we ask or the way we ask them. Now, acknowledging that this is an entire evening dedicated to celebrating journalism in the White House press, I am also here to tell you that it isn't about us or the celebrities who are here, though thank you for your support. Thank you very much for your support. As the governor said, as weird as this event is, with politicians and glamorous, famous people and totally unglamorous journalists all gathered in the same room, there is uniquely American about the fact that we can all be here together. And then these reporters can go out on Monday and do stories about these very same politicians that poll no.
True.
When we're asking questions
So
in the
true.
Oval Office, and under the wing of Air Force One, or in the briefing room, we are stand-ins for the American people.
So true.
Our responsibility to the country is woven of the nation, enshrined in the First Amendment of the Constitution. And we take that responsibility seriously. But not so seriously that we can't have a little fun tonight and laugh at a few jokes at our own expense. So, welcome to the nation's biggest celebration of the First Amendment and the important work of bringing an inquisitive spotlight to those in power.
It's always good to ask questions. It's one of the best things you could do is to ask a good question.
Up first, to present the WHCA Awards, please welcome ABC News White House correspondent, Travers.
I like Karen Travers. I like her. Ask good questions. Answer.
Good evening. I am honored to present this year's WHCA Awards to several incredible journalists, some of whom are also wonderful colleagues of mine on the White House. Journalists who bring the years of wisdom and experience, sharp insights, just reporting every day to their beats. The Aldo Beckman Award for Overall Excellence in White House Coverage is named for a former association president, late Chicago Tribune correspondent Aldo Beckman. This year, the award goes to Matt Visor of the Washington Post.
Nice job, Washington Post. Congratulations, Matt.
It said Matt Visor stood out among his for work that went beyond the humdrum of covering the managed events of the presidency and the White House. Visor captured the spirit of Joe Biden, particularly stories about the president and how his Catholic faith influenced his strategic vision of the office. The WHCA is pleased to give the Aldo Beckman Award to Matt Visor.
Nice. Good to that humdrum shit. Nice job. Nice job. I think he's there, so I think he walked up and took it. Oh, he did. And there's the president. You can hear him. What? What the hell? Oh. Got the wall. Woohoo! Okay.
The WHCA two awards for under deadline pressure.
2?
One for print, another for broadcast.
Print? What's a print?
This year's print winner is Jeff Mason of Reuters.
Wait, there's still print newspapers?
The judges said
That's a thing?
based on a tip. The judges said based on a tip and working his sources, Jeff broke the news of a White House solar initiative late hours before the administration announced it on Monday morning. The speed of Jeff's reporting had an impact on the markets and led to multiple other news outlets citing his piece before the official White House announcement today. Please welcome the winner of the Deadline Award for Print from Reuters, Jeff Mason.
Good job, Jeff. Good job. Good job. It helped the markets. I hope it don't remember. I don't follow this. Oh, Biden. Oh, Biden.
And now the Broadcast Award. This year's winner is
ABC?
Phil Mattingly of CNN.
Oh, CNN. Nice job, Phil. Well, the CNN contingent's pretty
The
loud.
judges said Phil Mattingly
that.
of CNN was ahead of the competition and the official White House announcement in breaking the news of detail President Vladimir Zelensky's planned trip to the White House in December 2022. Phil led CNN's coverage of Zelensky's visit, including asking both Zelensky and questions at their joint press conference that elicited deeply personal and newsworthy risks. Phil's 16 live shots in a 24-hour period find scoops, context, and depth. Take a look.
Right now, planning is underway. Zelensky to visit the White House to meet with President Biden face-to-face.
Nice
A
job.
visit that will coincide with the announcement of a new security assistance package, a package that will include something Zelensky has long asked for, Patriot missile systems that White House officials and the Department of Defense have been weighing over the course of the last several weeks and have been moved signing off on.
We are pleased to honor the deadline reporting of CNN's Phil Mattingly.
Nice job, Phil. Good job, Phil. Good job. No cap, dude. Good job. Good freaking job. Hey, will the dog next door shut up? I'm trying to record a video here. Come on. Come on, dog. Oh, shit. I gotta put dinner away. No. Big Phil's walking up to pick it up. Oh, yeah.
The award for excellence in presidential news coverage by visual journalists this year goes to my dear friend, everybody's dear friend, Doug Mills of the New York Times.
Visual?
Of the winning photo,
God.
the judges said
Oh,
Doug
God.
Mills expertly captured an unscripted moment with President Joe Biden as he emerged from the shadows to celebrate the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 at an event on the South Lawn. The image is striking for its composition, symmetry, and use of light. The president's expression and posture intense the atmosphere with a sense of gravity as gazing honor guards who frame him. Let's congratulate New York Times photographer Doug Mills.
Nerd! Picture nerd! Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Picture nerd alert! Respect it. Man, keep it up, dude. Oh, I haven't clapped this much since the last time I was clapping this much.
The W partners with the University of Florida to present the Collier Prize for State Government Accountability, which is designed to encourage coverage of government focusing on investigative and political reporting. For their series about the spectacular failures by the State Bar of California to regulate and enforce the integrity of the award goes to Harriet Ryan of the Los Angeles Times.
The fuck, California? Why would you give shitty lawyers
The university said the bar's failure to prevent a trial attorney from using client settlement money to buy his wife's $750,000 in earrings, and his mistress, a sitting appellate court justice, a $300 beachfront condo. It also showed that disbarment rates for black male lawyers are nearly four times more than peers. Their reporting resulted in reforms, government investigations, increased transparency, and new legislation. Please join me in congratulating Harriet Ryan and Matt Hamilton of the Los Angeles Times.
The dudes that got busted, that's called an oh shit piece. Oh shit. Congratulations and good job, gentlemen. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. It's an oh shit piece right there, boys. Oh shit. Oops. Congratulations, boys.
The Katharine Graham Award for Current Ability, named in honor of the legendary Washington Post publisher, goes this year to Josh Gerstein and Alex Ward of Politico.
What the hell's Politico?
The judges said Politico's efforts to report, verify, and draft Supreme Court opinion reversing abortion rights, and the organization's work exploring the consequences of the decision were globally historic and groundbreaking. It flipped the long-standing belief here in Washington, D.C. that nothing leaks from the Supremes. Here was journalism about a ruling that has had an immediate impact on tens of millions of lives. Take a look.
Breaking news out of Washington. Breaking new report from Politico.
They have obtained a draft opinion.
The Supreme Court could be poised to strike.
This is a very unusual, if not completely historically unprecedented leak.
Utterly unprecedented leak.
Really a stunning development.
One that's likely to shape the country's social discourse.
Based on our reporting information that both myself and my Alex Ward obtained, it does appear it has the backing of conservative justices.
It now raises questions about the future of Roe versus Wade and what this means for abortion rights in our country.
Please welcome the winners of the Katharine Graham Award from Politico, Josh Gerstein and Alex Ward.
Good for them. Good for them. Let's be perfectly honest here. Man, let's be honest here. That was a massive change. No cap. What happened? Something happened. Something funny that I can't see. So, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Let's hear it one more. All of this year's winners. Congratulations, everyone.
Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I don't remember the rest of the words of that PewDiePie song, but congratulations.
Please welcome Politico White House correspondent and playbook co-author Eugene Daniels.
Evening. Hello, everyone. Obviously, there are some of us who come to this dinner very excited. With celebrities, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, hello, you two, I'll come back later. Lisa Vanderpump, and Gene Sperling. But that's not what this is about. What we're really doing here in this ballroom is funding scholarships for the next generation of the Fourth Estate. Last 10 years, the WHCA has given out nearly $1.1 million in scholarships.
Good for you guys.
Another $1 million additional aspiring journalist Julia Benbrook. In 2021, while a student at Northwestern University, won our Deborah Oren Scholarship. Tonight, she is here as a Washington correspondent for Spectrum News. Yesterday, we had 28-year scholarship recipients meeting White House correspondents Regis Jane from CBS, Zolan Kano-Youngs from the New York Times, and Sabrina Siddiqui of the Wall Street Journal. They heard from Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, supporter of press freedom, and the daughter of a journalist. And they got an on-the-record briefing from Karine Jean-Pierre, sitting in the seats we hope these students will.
Daisy Gonzalez Perez from San Antonio, Texas.
Macy McClintock from Tampa, Florida.
Claire Chiopota from Aurora, Ohio.
Grant Schwab from Wyckoff, New Jersey.
Michaela Roberts from Marietta, Georgia.
Annie Gentleman from St. Louis. Ava Thompson from Chicago, Illinois.
Juhi Doshi from Diamond Bar, California.
Lauren Irwin from Denver, Colorado.
Madeline Harden from Cleveland, Ohio.
Jordan Taylor from Toledo.
Ryan Maxon from Massillon, Ohio.
Anna Olson from Boone, Iowa.
Lily Boudreau from New York City.
Iowa? Renee Romo from Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Abigail Turner from Powell, Ohio.
Alicia Taylor, Kansas.
Alexis Weiss from Pleasanton, California.
Caroline Zimmerman from Kansas City, Kansas.
Christina Van Wasbergen from Arlington, Texas.
Abdullah Yusun, Upper West Side, Manhattan.
Brianna Alvarado from Sanford, Florida.
Holly Burns from Los Angeles.
Abby Ann Ramsey from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Catherine Mahoney from Holland.
Rita Anderson Abdullah from Detroit, Michigan.
Eleanor McCreary from Winsville, Missouri.
Reagan Mertz from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Chisholm Medina from Los Angeles, California.
University.
Columbia School of Journalism.
University of Missouri.
George Washington University.
Howard University. The Hampton University.
Northwestern University.
Iowa State University.
Ohio University.
The University of Kansas.
The University of Maryland.
Arizona State.
UC Berkeley's Graduate School of Journalism.
Closest people were in Cali. Well, congratulations to all of you.
Me and other members of the White House press corps spent most of yesterday with them, and let me tell you, these scholars are much more impressive than any of us were at that age. These amazing young people with us tonight. If they come to talk to you, give them a job. Now, would our students please stand up and let's give them all a round of applause.
You know you gotta chat. You gotta. Hey, I love scholarship people that win stuff. Hey! Oh, man.
And watch out, because these journalists are going to be hitting you up for scoops at all of the after parties. Last year at this dinner, creation of a new award, Time Career Achievement as a White House correspondent, the Dunnigan Payne Prize. It was named in honor of two trailblazing women, Alice Dunnigan and Ethel Payne, the first two African-American women to serve in the White House press corps.
Nice.
They were also the first recipients posthumously of the prize that carries their name. Tonight, WHC and NBC News White House correspondent Kelly O'Donnell will present the prize to two journalists closely and considered great friends.
Good evening.
Kelly! I love NBC.
Tonight we celebrate the extraordinary careers of two journalists who were Gwen Ifill of PBS NewsHour and Washington Week, who passed away in 2016, and Bill Plant of CBS News, who left you. The 2023 Dunnigan Payne honors Gwen and Bill. Now, beyond their well-known accomplishments, let me share a couple of memories that tell us a bit about who they were.
Oh no, this should be good.
Gwen and I were colleagues at NBC back in the... I did not know her well at that time, as I was visiting DC, the very first presidential race. Actually shared with her that yet by a campaign made certain behind-the-scenes moves. As Gwen was heading to her car, she stopped, turned around, up her experienced and smart take on what was really going on. Now, that helped me in the moment, but she gave me something much bigger. She showed me that real pros stop, turn around, and help out.
True.
Her example made me want to be a colleague. Thank you, Gwen. And Bill, more than 50 years at CBS News, was a master of the shouted question at the White House, one of the president's favorites, I'm sure. Many of us Bill's gift for making presidential trips real-life memories by finding time to experience the flavor of the places we visited. Around the world, he would select a perfect restaurant, the right bottle, and bring together a group of us to hear stories and share some of our own. A rooftop in Vietnam coverage was exceptional. What a memory. Wow. He encouraged us for the journey of this job. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, that guy's gold.
Gwen and Bill, gracious and generous. John Dickerson's news shows us how their tremendous careers leave a legacy of excellence.
This should be good.
How do you do? My name is Bill Plant, and I'd like to show you some of my work.
For 52 years at CBS News, Bill Plant showed us his work, covering the civil rights struggle.
Is this the grand climax?
War,
Bill Plant, CBS News, DNY.
And Presidents Reagan, Clinton, Bush, and Obama.
Mr. President, do you believe Osama bin Laden's denial that he had anything to do with this?
Bill's approach was simple. Ask direct questions and keep your opinion out of it.
Did you make a mistake in sending arms to Tehran, sir?
No, and I'm not taking any more questions.
His baritone encased the best of it, journalism from his front row seat to history, even when Getty required a climb.
That was very impressive.
Or when in it.
Bill Plant? No, Bill's not here. That's shocking.
Bill was beloved around the halls of CBS, collaborative, generous and with spirits. On the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday,
Mr. President, why is there such a disparity in the way blacks and whites see race relations?
Bill conducted his final presidential steps from the Edmund Pettus Bridge, where he'd witnessed the march to Montgomery a half a century at a time when a black president seemed impossible.
A white newsman, Bill Plant, who covers then and who is with us here today, quit that the growing number of white people lowered the quality of the singing.
Shit. Copyright. I don't want to deal with copyright shit.
Faithful, a preacher's daughter, came of age in the civil rights era. Her journalism career began at a Boston newspaper.
I came to work. A special slur directed at me at my workspace, and instead of getting insulted and suing, I just hung in there.
And did. Her talent took her to the Baltimore Evening Sun, Washington Post, and New York Times, where she couldn't White House.
How do you address those two things?
NBC News.
Then television came calling. First, NBC.
Bob Dole really does have a good argument to make about how it will help women.
Then in '99 to the PBS NewsHour and Washington. She became the first black writer of a national public affairs show. Gwen was also admired decisive questions and thorough preparation, skills she brought to the NewsHour anchor desk as one half of the first all-female network news team.
Nice!
I'm Judy Woodruff. And I'm Gwen Polk.
She moderated a pair of vice presidential debates and tangled with presidents, too.
I always appreciated Gwen's reporting, even when I was at the receiving end and thorough reviews.
In a city so often defined by cold power and its abuse, Gwen Ifill shared what she had achieved, turning her smile to light the way for those she could help. She was first, but she made sure she wasn't the only.
To care about more than yourself to those around you.
Tonight we honor Bill Plant and Gwen Ifill posthumously with the Dunnigan lifetime career achievement.
Congratulations to both of them.
What a remarkable
man, that's old school.
The Payne Prize on Bill's behalf is his son, Grant. And for Gwen, please welcome Bert Eifel.
That's just old school respect. Man. I hope we still see that for the next few years. What icons. Now it looks like they're getting their awards. I was no cap, Chad. I was about to cry. I was about to cry, but I ain't doing that.
How lucky are we to have their example, their record of accomplishment, and everything that they give us to inspire us going forward.
True. So true. So true. Oh, it's 7 o'clock.
The Dunnigan Payne Prize. Thank you all so much.
I should go pee, but I don't want to move.
Gwen and Bill truly were the best. When I was a teenager, my parents showed me a movie that opened my eyes to the possibilities that I didn't even really know existed. We were living in Hanford, California, which is a smallish town in the Central Valley, surrounded by dairies and cotton fields and orchards. But this movie, it transported me across the country. It was about a hard-charging TV with a clarity of purpose and a really strong feelings about how journalism should be. It took me to Washington, D.C., where news was life. The movie was broadcast news.
I don't know that movie.
And the climax takes place on the night of the White House Correspondents' Day, with Holly Hunter as TV producer.
Who the hell's Holly Hunter? Who looked that name up? I should check out this movie, Broad.
Holly Hunter was dressed up as TV producer Jane Craig. She wears this fancy strapless gown, black with white polka dots in front.
What the hell?
As you can see, it made quite an impression. What I saw on the screen seemed so unattainable, so very fake. Many of the journalists here in this started at small local papers like the Hanford Sentinel, or TV stations in tiny markets or niche industry newsletters. And through hard work and determination and pure luck, we wound up here with jobs that rule our lives, doing station policy one day, unidentified flying objects that are definitely not aliens the next, and then following up formula shortages the day after that. What I'm saying is this is the most high-profile general assignment of journalism.
Yeah, it would be.
As president of the White House Correspondents Association, it's my job to try to make it easier for us in the press corps to do their jobs. That report on the President of the United States, to shine a light, hold the administration accountable, and share our reporting with the world. And this is never more important than when the president goes to a war zone. Biden decided to make a clandestine visit to Kyiv. I made the call to Sabrina Siddiqui of the Wall Street Journal. Drop everything and come to the White House. She asked if she was in trouble. And if this had been a movie, I would have said, no, but you're about to get the assignment of a lifetime. But this wasn't a movie, and I told her it wasn't nearly as dramatic. She and Evan Vucci with the Associated Press were getting time, though.
True.
They would be the only two journalists traveling with President Biden to Ukraine. Neither of them hesitated. White House journalists go where the press, wherever that may be, whether it's Wilmington again, or a 20-hour round-trip train ride through the countryside to spend fun in Kyiv. But Sabrina had a question. Remember what I said about jobs ruling our lives? Well, just back from maternity leave and was still nursing. How would she? Luckily, I had an answer.
I'm glad a woman actually had an answer for that. I'm not a dude that had to answer that question.
I had started the wheels turning days earlier that the security and logistics arrangements were in place so that she could do. Not only did Sabrina write beautifully written full reports that served the entire press corps and the entire country, she was able to bring milk back for baby Sophia.
Yay! Yay! What a cute name for a kid.
Which TV show about the White House is the most accurate. And I'm here to tell you it's a lot more like Veep than West Wing. However, if you were to wander into the area where the press corps works, more like The Office meets Hoarders.
Oh, God.
The press workspace is cramped and the furniture is literally falling apart. The room seats are mysteriously sticky. We have a room that we affectionately call the lavatoria. That is a combo lunchroom bathroom.
Oh.
And the last time any of this was updated was when George W. Bush was president.
Jesus.
But that thanks to the hard work of the WHCA board and contributions from news organizations in this room, we are about to get a refresh.
Nice. No sticky seats.
Yes, you are cheering. Sure.
Woo!
The work to remodel the press workspace will be done in the next 2 months, but before we start demolition, I thought we'd bring in a couple of home renovation experts.
Oh.
This is Joe and Jill. After years of long commutes to work, they finally decided to take the leap to their dream home. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, to put it nicely, but we've got some big ideas to give the White House area a refresh.
This is so exciting, a press room refresh.
This is fantastic. I cannot wait to hear these ideas. We are really great fans of your work.
This place is in really serious disrepair. I mean, it's dingy, it's moldy. We get it. It's a shithole.
So what are you thinking? Because it can't be too out there. Originally, we wanted to hire Martha Stewart, but she wanted to build a lake and put 24 swans in it.
We are using all the furniture in the White House workspace. Cabinets, new flooring, new lighting, every modern positive vibe.
Cool.
Tasteful, simple, and within your budget.
Sounds good.
There are a few others I'd like to get your approval on as well.
Oh,
we're only supposed to be this room.
We've been doing this a long time, and we think we know how to turn the White House into the world, and that's by personalizing it. We've commissioned Doug Times to shoot some new presidents that we can.
Wait, what?
Space.
I don't think this is gonna fly.
Okay, let's move on to the next.
Whoa, bro.
Because you are gonna love it. We take the entire down to the studs, get rid of all those ugly offices, and create one massive room.
Oh, God, no.
Then we bulldoze the Rose Garden, lose the West Colonnade, and transform the Oval Office to Dave & Buster's. How happy? Fun.
Oh, interesting.
Your host has ended the meeting.
Nailed it.
What's this? Skype.
I knew you'd come crawling. They always do.
Who the f is Skype? To make a business deal. What the f?
Drew and Jonathan Scott are here to... So if anyone here is... If anyone here is looking to replace their bathtub with a pinball machine, go over there. I share these with you this evening to remind everyone, even ourselves as journalists, that we are human beings doing an important job to the best of our abilities. And some days are better than others. We seek to open eyes, change lives, and change minds. And when we're at our best, our stories bring accountability to those in power. This is a challenging time for the news industry. My employer, NPR, just went through a painful round of layoffs, and we aren't alone. ABC, BuzzFeed, CNN, Gannett, Insider, Vice News Tonight, The Washington Post, I had to alphabetize them so long. It is hitting local newsrooms too. WHCA member Jonathan Salant was the last newspaper reporter based in Washington dedicated to covering the new congressional delegation. And then the Star-Ledger of Newark laid him off. You might imagine that the politicians from that state would be breathing easier. Instead, many of them protested because they know that the citizens of New Jersey need that journalistic spotlight on their elected leaders.
Good. Good for those politicians. Good. Oh.
But I'm here to report some good news. Jonathan was recently scooped up by a newspaper in Pittsburgh. So, pencil makers, watch out. But the threats to an independent press aren't just financial. Our thoughts tonight are with Evan Gershkovich, a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. He's in prison. Is in prison tonight in Russia on fake espionage charges simply for doing his job, reporting. He loves Russian rock music, and as the son of Russian immigrants, writing stories about Russia, not just about its leaders, about regular people too, and his family tonight.
Man, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, but holy shit. Literally my time. Either that or allergies. Ow.
Ella, Danielle, and Anthony, we stand with you and we stand with Evan. Deborah Tice is here as well, seated with the Washington Post.
Who's that?
Right over there, Deborah. There. Her son, Austin, a freelance journalist, was taken captive in Syria almost 11 years ago. Mrs. Tice, you were here at last year's dinner pressing Austin's case, and unfortunately, he is still in Syria. Home. Evan and Austin are among the hundreds of journalists to name, wrongfully detained. No such thing as a free press. The threats also come from within. There are reporters in this room who have been derided by the people within their own organization, dismissed as journalists, for reporting the facts, for telling people the truth, as if that's a bad thing. It isn't. This is also a challenging time for our country. People are choosing their news in part based on what they want to hear. And this makes us all vulnerable. Conspiracy theories, to seeing the worst in our fellow citizens, to losing sight of our shared humanity.
True.
Despite the fact that you see us all sitting here together on this stage, the relationship between us and the press who cover them is never easy. Every president privately and sometimes publicly bridles at his news coverage. And yet they and take our questions. Though, sir, maybe not as many as we would like.
Savage! Respect! She's savage! Savage!
Because we represent American people and the constitutionally enshrined of a free and independent press. So as difficult as the relationship between us may be, the alternative, where there is no relationship, no free press, and no scrutiny, should be thinkable for us all. There is a tradition to acknowledge the journalists in the room, the ones who are doing the work that this night is all about. There are difficult times in our industry of uncertainty and fear, but we are still here, so let's stand proud. If you're a journalist who covers the White House, please stand up.
What you do. Thank you. I'm not talking about the political press.
If you work in radio, please stand up.
That's still a...
If you work for a regional newspaper, stand up.
Newspapers.
If you work or regional television, stay standing, guys. If you work for a major national newspaper wire service, please stand. TV correspondents, anchors, producers, crew, stand up. And finally, support the work that all of us are doing. Believe in a free press. If you believe it is a democracy, if you defend the power to ask questions, to open eyes, to change lives and change, please stand.
You got it. Stand it up. Stand it up. Stand it. I mean, let's be real here, boys. This is what we need in this country. Free press.
And now, raise a glass.
Ah, drink.
As we proudly continue our tradition of raise toast to the First Amendment and to the President of the United States. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, President Joe Biden.
Hey! Come now. Should have gotten something to drink. Oh, I got out. Hang on. A little sippy sip. A sippy sip.
Thank you, Tam, for that, I think. Let me start on a serious note. Jill, Kamala, Doug, and I, and members of our administration, are here to send a message to the country and, quite frankly, to the world. The free press is a pillar, maybe the pillar, of a free society, not the enemy.
A little sippy sip.
Thomas Jefferson wrote,
Ugh. Got my sippy
you all
sip.
know this quote. Jefferson wrote, "We're left to me to decide whether we should have without newspapers or newspapers without a government. I should not hesitate to prefer the latter." To Evan's parents, Ella, Mikhail, Danielle, as I've told you in person, we, not just me, we all stand. Evan went to report in Russia to shed light on the darkness that you all escaped from years ago. Absolute courage. A handwritten letter from prison to his family, Evan wrote, quote, "I am not losing hope." In an interview,
oh shit, I might cry, boys.
His mom, Ella, said, "One of the American qualities that we absorbed is optimistic. That's where we stand right now." To the entire, everyone in this hall stands with you. We're working every day to secure his release, looking at opportunities and tools to bring him home. We keep the faith. We also keep the faith. Austin Tice. His mom, Deborah, is here tonight. She knows from our several conversations, the conversations with me and my senior staff, we are not giving up. As I told you at this dinner last year, as I told you in the Oval Office, you raised an incredible son. A kid, he was an Eagle Scout, a big brother, a born protector, a U.S. Marine, 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. Austin. Austin was a fearless journalist and a future lawyer. As a consequence of Austin showing the world the cost of war, he's been detained in Syria for nearly 11 years. It's simply wrong, it's outrageous, and we are not ceasing our effort to get him, find him, and bring him home. Tonight, our message is this: journalism is not a crime. Evan and Austin should be released immediately, along with every other American held hostage or wrongfully detained abroad. Paul Whelan, held in Russia for more than 4 years, whose brave sister I've met with and whose family has never quit fighting for Paul, and I promise you, neither will I and neither will this administration until we get him home.
Oh, God, Chad, I might start crying.
And there are other Americans being unjustly held in Iran, Venezuela, China, and elsewhere. Their stories may not make headlines, but every day, their family looks at that empty chair at the kitchen table. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays without them. The pain of living in limbo, in a sense, is almost worse than the pain of having lost a child and looking at an empty chair. The stress of not knowing, the sorrow of uncertainty. But I want them and their families to know, Jill and I understand, we see them. They are not forgotten, and I promise you, I am working like hell to get them home. As a nation, we'll never give up on hope. Things can get better. Things can turn. Things can change.
True. Thank you, Mr. President.
Unlike last year, Brittany Griner showed her their way. Brittany, where are you, kid? Come on. I love this woman. Love you, Brittany. This time last year, we were praying for, hoping you knew how hard all of us were fighting for your release. It's great to have you home. And boys, hardly wait to see you back on the court, kid. Remember your promise, I'll get to bring my granddaughter, my all-state girl, to see you, right? Because of our unrelenting, we've been able to bring home dozens of hostages and wrongful detainees from Afghanistan, Burma, Haiti, Iran, Rwanda, Venezuela, across the world. But we're doing everything we can to prevent these cases from occurring in the first. For example, the State Department added the threat of detention as an indicator to its travel advisories to go along with the threat of kidnapping in Americans where these threats are highest abroad. I also recently signed an executive order increasing the consequences for criminal groups and terrorists who engage in the appalling practice of treating human beings as bargaining chips, political pawns. Just my administration announced the first sanctions under this authority, punishing individuals in security services in Russia and Iran when part of the wrongful detention of Americans. Above all, across government, experts are working day and night to bring our fellow Americans home, much of which, as you well know, we can't talk about. But my commitment is to bring them home. know your commitment to continue to being a free and fearless press. And that's what we honor tonight. This is not hyperbole. You make it possible. You make it possible for ordinary to question authority. And yes, even to laugh at authority without fear or intimidation. That's what makes this nation strong. So tonight, let us show ourselves in the world our strength. Not just by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. I know a lot's changed in the press. I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of you. This is not your father's press from 20 years ago. No, I'm serious, and you all know it better than I do. But still, it is absolutely consequential and essential. After all, I believe in the First Amendment. Not just because Jimmy Madison wrote it.
Oh, God. Oh.
Look. In a lot of ways, this dinner sums up my first office. I'll talk for 10 minutes, take 0 questions, and cheerfully walk away. Yeah, I know. I just announced my re-election campaign. Some of you scooped that I'd announced in the video. But we all thought in your heart that I just blurted out, didn't you? And look, I get that age is a completely reasonable issue. It's on everybody's mind. And everyone, by everyone I mean the New York Times. Headline: Biden's advanced age issue. Trump's, however, is not. Sorry, that was a New York Times pitch spot. I apologize. I love that guy. I should do it. You might think I don't like Rupert Murdoch. That's simply not true. How could I dislike a guy who makes me look like Harry Styles?
Damn.
Call me old. I call it being seasoned. You say I'm ancient. I say I'm wise. You say I'm over the hill. Someone would say that's a man in his prime.
Oh, shit. Oh, he just savaged Lennon. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
Folks, it's wonderful to be back, proving I haven't learned a damn thing. I want everybody to have fun tonight, but please be safe. If you find yourself disoriented or confused, it's either you're drunk or Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh!
Tam, I love NPR. Because they whisper into the mic like I do. But not as NPR. Elon Musk tweeted that it should be defunded. Well, the best way to make NPR go away is for Elon Musk to buy it. And that's more true than you think, anyway. This dinner is one of the 2 great traditions in Washington. The other one is underestimating me and Kamala.
Another savage burn, boys.
Well, the truth is, we really have a record to be proud of. Vaccinated the nation, transformed the economy, earned historic legislative victories and midterm results. But the job is, it is finished for Tucker Carlson. What are you wooing about like that? Like you think that's not reasonable? Give me a break. Just give me a break. Look, Like I often say, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. We added jobs, that's just counting the lawyers that defended the president. Had Ron DeSantis, I had a lot of Ron DeSantis jokes ready. But Mickey Mouse beat the hell out of me, got there.
Oh God, Disney's gonna do Savage DeSantis stuff. Oh fuck, it's gonna be good.
Can't be too rough on the guy. After his re-election as governor, he was asked if he had a mandate. He said, hell no, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'll give you time to think that one through.
What the fuck?
You got it? Look, y'all kidding, my approval rating is 42%. But I think you don't know this. Kevin McCarthy called me and asked me, Joe, what the hell's your secret? Been kidding about that one. The Speaker claimed a big win this week. But the last time Republicans voted on something that hapless, it took 15 tries.
Oh, shit! Dude, I thought Biden was a pushover. This motherfucker is savage.
That was good. Look, it's great that cable news networks are here tonight. MSNBC owned by NBC Universal. Fox News owned by Dominion Voting Systems.
Oh! True, they made them their bid.
Your favorite Fox News reporters were able to attend because they were fully vaccinated and boosted. This year, with that $87 million settlement, they're here because they couldn't say no to a free meal.
Oh, we're gonna get more
And
savage.
hell,
Oh, shit.
I'd call Fox honest, fair, and truthful, but then I could be sued for defamation. It ain't nothing compared to what they do to me. Look, I hope the Fox News team finds this funny. My goal is to make them laugh as hard as CNN did when they read the settlement. But then again, CNN was like, wow, they actually have $787 million?
Damn. What, is CNN cheap?
Whoa. Folks, I go where people are, The Daily Show. Roy's a great guy. He once dubbed me the Jay-Z of Delaware. Don't let that look in your face you did. Tonight he asked me to keep it short. Even offered me $10 if I'd keep it under 10 minutes. That's a switch, a president being offered hush money.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Look, I'm going to leave the jokes to the pros, but let me conclude on a genuinely serious note. Roy was born in he graduated from a HBCU, Florida A&M. He started journalism following the footsteps of his father, Roy Wood Sr., who covered the civil rights movement. During Black History Month this year, I hosted the screening of the movie Till. The story of Emmett Till and his mother is a story of a family's promise and loss and a nation's reckoning with hate and abuse of power. It's a story that was seared into our memory and our conscience. The nation, when Mrs. Till insisted that an open casket for her murdered and maimed 14-year-old son be the means by which he was transported. She said, "Let the people see what I've seen." The reason the world saw what she saw was because in this story. The black press. That's a fact. Jet Magazine, the Chicago Defender, and other black radio and newspapers were unflinching and in making sure America saw what she saw. And I mean it. Wells. Ida B. Wells once said, and I quote, "The way to right wrongs is the light of truth upon the wrong. Turn the light of truth upon the wrongs." That's the sacred view, in my view. That's the sacred charge of a free press, and I mean that. That's what someone we still miss so much, who you honored posthumously tonight, stood for, Gwen Ifill. You know, she was among the very best we talked about at the table. She moderated my first debate for vice president and was a trusted voice for millions of Americans. Gwen understood the louder the noise, the more it's on all of us to cut through the noise to the truth.
True.
The truth matters. As I said last year at this dinner, a poison is running through our democracy and parts of the extreme press. Truth buried by lies.
True.
Lies.
Excuse me.
Living on. Lies told for profit and power. Lies of conspiracy and malice.
Now we got sermon.
Repeated over and over again. Designed to generate us anger, hate, and even violence. A cycle that emboldened history to be buried, books to be banned, children and families to be attacked by the state, and the rule of law in our stripped away. And we're elected representatives of the people, are expelled from state houses for standing for the people. I made clear that we know in our bones, and you know it too, our democracy remains at risk. But I've also made it clear, as I've seen throughout my life, it's within our power, each and every one of us, to preserve our democracy. We can, we must, we will. Make a toast if I had a glass.
Let me go get my drink.
My grandfather, Ambrose Finnegan, said, if you ever make a toast without one in your left hand. Y'all think I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm probably the only Irishman ever met who's never had a drink in his life. Anyway, I'd like to make a toast, seriously. At this inflection point, let us commit. We'll be a nation that will embrace light over darkness, truth over lies, and finally restore a nation. Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
I'm going to turn this over to Roy.
Oh, it should be good.
Roy,
Ooh.
It's yours.
Ooh.
I'm going to be fine with your jokes, but I'm not sure about Dark.
Who the hell's Dark Brandon?
It's all yours, pal.
Oh, this should be good. Woo! Got a little vodka today.
Thank you, I think. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our headliner for the night, Roy Wood Jr.
Why do I know that name? Maybe I'll recognize the voice, but I don't recognize the name.
He is a correspondent for The Daily Show. He's had a killer week as guest host. But Roy doesn't just play a fake journalist on TV. That degree from Florida A&M University is in broadcast journalism. And while pursuing comedy, Roy spent 13 years in morning radio in Birmingham at the same station where his father, a pioneering radio journalist, once worked. Without further ado, let's give it up for Roy Wood.
Hi, Roy. Hi. Hi, Roy. Hi. What time is it, chat?
Yes, sir.
Oh, whoops.
Y'all give it up for Dark Brandon.
7:39.
I'm happy to be here. Oh, real quick, Mr. President, I think you left something.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, don't give him to him. I'll put him in a safe place. Keep him. Happy to be here, though. Happy to be here. Very happy to be here. So it's a pleasure to be here amongst our country's greatest leaders, distinguished media organizations, both Property Brothers and Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
If you see Fauci, take a picture with him. That's your new booster shot. But y'all look good, though. I've been watching and looking around all night. Y'all look good. You're dressed nice. You got the nice threads on. You got the jewelry glistening. Look like everybody got a little piece of that settlement money from Fox News.
Oh.
And that's all I have, because I'm not gonna have Dominion on my ass. I love Dominion. Matter of fact, let me just say right now, my favorite voting machine is Dominion voting machines.
I didn't even know they were a thing.
When I go to the polls, I make sure it is a Dominion machine that I use. If your election needs the truth, put Dominion in your booth.
Oh, there you go.
I ain't gonna get sued. It's 3 people you don't want to see in the courtroom. That's Dominion, Cardi B, or Gwyneth Paltrow. You gonna lose. I'd like to thank Tamara Keith and the White House Correspondents Association for having me. Thank you for that.
This is a fun night.
I'm well aware that not everybody in this room knows who I am, so let's just address the elephant in the room. I know what it is. Half this room think I'm Kenan Thompson.
You sound like him.
Other half Armstrong.
You don't sound like him.
President Biden thinks I'm the dad of y'all Family Matters. Nonetheless, I'm happy to be here at this event amongst government officials who speak to MSNBC, former government officials who now work at MSNBC, and future government officials who currently work at MSNBC. An often overlooked purpose of tonight's dinner, you know, it's serious business. An overlooked purpose of tonight's dinner is to award scholarships to students who have shown great achievements in journalism. That's right.
Here. Here.
These brave young souls are the future, and I'd like to stop right now and congratulate tonight's top scholarship recipient, Arizona State senior George Santos.
Wait, what? Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah. George couldn't be here tonight. He's auditioning for RuPaul's Drag Race. That's my bad. We say good luck to you, George. Sashay away. And also, speaking of drag queens, can we stop with the grooming stuff? Can you stop talking about that? Drag queen not at a school to groom your kids.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Thank you.
And even most of them kids gonna get shot at school. It ain't no problem. Don't grown pass legislation. Like they booze gonna bother me. I'm like Mitch McConnell. I ain't got no soul. It's a tumultuous time in the media, though. We got layoffs everywhere. BuzzFeed News, NPR, Axios, Washington Post, ESPN. Paramount Global right now is considering Byron Allen and Tyler Perry to purchase BET. That's how bad it is out there. These companies are so broke, they're giving BET back to black people. Which, by the way, is not what we meant when we said black people wanted reparations. We meant cash. You can give it to us in them Harriet Tubman 20s. But tonight, we are all unified under one thing, and that's scandal. Scandals have been devouring this year. The untouchable Tucker Carlson is out of a job. Some people celebrate it. But to Tucker's staff, I want you to know that I know what you're feeling. I work at The Daily Show, so I too blindsided by the sudden departure of the host of a fake news program. Tucker got caught up.
Wait, is he saying that Tuck's disavow?
Got caught up like that dude from Vanderpump Rules.
Which one?
Text message stuff. I don't know what Vanderpump Rules is about. I just watched it a couple times. My friends told me it's like BMF, but for white people. Or is that Secession? No, Secession is power for white people. No, Tucker Carlson is power for white people. No, that's white power. You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that. You got to get Tucker back on the air, Mr. President, because millions of Americans that don't even know why they hate you. Fox claimed Dominion conspired with the Democrats to rig the election. Democrats should be flattered that they thought that y'all were smart enough to rig an election.
True.
Warnock needed a runoff to be the werewolf.
What?
But it's not over for you, Fox.
What the fuck was that?
You still got more bad news. That Smartmatic voting machine lawsuit is coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Smartmatic is coming for you, and they want more money than Dominion. Matter of fact, let me just say right now, my favorite voting machine is the Smartmatic voting machine. If your election needs a Smartmatic in your booth. But I think it's fair that we should give credit where credit is due. Tucker Carlson is supposed to get fired from Fox News for something that's only partially about how he treats women. That's progress. He shattered the asshole ceiling. Speaking of assholes, Don Lemon is out of a job. Don Lemon. My dog, Don Lemon. Don Lemon released a statement saying he got CNN. Then CNN released a statement saying that they offered eating. They had to part ways because Don Lemon can't even accurately report a story about him. I still think that Don deserved more, CNN. That ain't how you fire somebody. It's messed up. How funny is it in the news, then watch on the news that you got fired from the news? Don Lemon is now the most obnoxious guy in the history of CNN. That's not fair. Even Jeffrey Toobin looking at Don Lemon like, ooh, he rubbed the wrong way.
I mean, damn, dude.
Letting Don go was the wrong move. You shouldn't have let him go. Not this soon, CNN. First off, Don's fine when y'all was letting him drink. You shouldn't have cut off his liquor. Fire your host after the first couple of scandals. The scandals got to stack up. You got to get ratings. Yes, Don Lemon was a diva, and he said a couple of women are raggedy, but that's a promotion at Fox News. But I ultimately understand why CNN did what they did. It's morals. should be no someone who speaks with wild disregard and doesn't consider the blowback to their coworkers or their company. Thankfully, CNN is taking steps in the right direction. They got rid of Don Lemon, and they've now given a show to Charles Barkley. To Charles Barkley's co-host, Gail, good luck. I think it's going to be a good show. The whole show is going to be Charles Barkley saying something crazy, then Gail King looking into the camera, Charles.
This guy's good, dude.
Scandals. That's what connects us. So many scandals. The king of scandals, President Donald Trump. And just for a moment, can we just all acknowledge, can we just all be honest and just say that the Trump arrest didn't hit like we thought it was going to hit? We're so desensitized to scandals now. That Trump arrest, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. The Trump arrest was like a pot brownie you ate 4 hours ago. And you're like, do I feel justice? This don't feel like justice. Let me try one of them Georgia arraignment brownies. Maybe that'll hit. Okay, that's got some kick to it. Can't follow Trump scandals. There's too many Trump scandals to keep up with. Keeping up with Trump scandals is like watching Star Wars movies. You got to watch to understand the first one. Then you can't miss the second one because it's got Easter eggs for the fifth one. Donald Trump is the only whose scandals got spinoffs on Disney Plus.
Dude, he's so true. I don't even know half the scandals of Trump, and I'm not following that. He's got it. True.
But the Trump arrest, it made everybody question what they believe. You thought you leaned one way politically, then Trump got locked up. Everybody started waffling. Put Republicans between a rock and a hard place. Donald Trump got locked up, and for years, all y'all been saying for years, we got to get tough on crime. Trump got arrested. We meant black crime. Same thing with the liberals, too. Liberals was all confused after Trump got arrested. We got to abolish prison. Trump got arrested. Bring back Rikers. I don't know about y'all, but
he's not wrong. Both sides are like, what the fuck are we going to do now?
For me, the easiest scandal to follow was the Trump document scandal. That was the one that was easy to follow. It was simple. There's some stuff that's supposed to be in the White House, and the media, y'all did y'all's job. Y'all jumped up. As soon as the Trump document story broke, everybody was down in Mar-a-Lago. We're reporting live from the documents, and we're going to find them. And then we found out Joe Biden had documents too, and it was like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Everybody got documents. Everybody got documents. Mike Pence had some documents. Who care about a Chinese spy balloon? Would you look at that? Ooh. Well done, media. Happy to be here. Very happy to be here. If there's one person that could use a scandal, it's Ron DeSantis. That's running around just passing every controversial law he can think of, thinking that's going to activate voters. That's not how you activate voters in this country, Ron. Everybody know how you do politics. This is America. We don't pass laws. You make a promise to voters, and then you don't do it. That's what the great leaders in this room understand. You know how to make things not happen.
True.
The only thing Ron DeSantis has done that I got to give him credit for, this boy that got people riled up over stuff they can't understand. They don't know what critical race theory is. Got these people riled up about something that they can't even define, like crypto or NFTs. Ask any Republican that's anti-CRT. Ask any Republican trying to explain CRT. They sound like a Democrat trying to explain the charges against Trump. It's bad. It's everywhere. We just gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. We got the files. We got files. We'll be right back. I'm Rachel Maddow. I have files. When Rachel Maddow get them files on you, it's a wrap. I think Republicans, y'all would be surprised, man, if y'all would just be real about what CRT is. You can be surprised. Some black folks might meet you halfway. But you got to tell the truth. You can't lie to black people. Call it what it is. Anti-CRT policies are an attack on black history and an attempt to erase the contributions of black people from the history books.
CRT race theory. Just so you know.
That's what it is. You are trying to erase.
And now we're getting into stuff that I'm not going to cover too deeply. I'm just going to listen and react. But yeah.
Black people. And a lot of black people wouldn't mind some of that erasure as long as that black person is Clarence Thomas.
Oh.
A billionaire named Harlan Crow is flying Clarence Thomas all over the world on unreported trips like an Instagram model, taking Clarence to the Maldives and the beaches and all. Paid for his mama's house, this billionaire. Paid for Clarence Thomas' mama's house. I gotta give it up to billionaires. Billionaires, boy, y'all are reckless. Y'all always come up with buy. Like, just when you think of everything you could buy on Earth, a billionaire with a new thing, y'all buy space rock, Twitter. This man bought a Supreme Court justice. How rich you have to be to buy a black one on top of that. There's only 2 in stock. Harlan Crow owns half the inventory. We can all see Clarence Thomas, but he belongs to billionaire Crow. And that's what an NFT is.
Well, yeah, it technically is. You can see it, but it ain't mine.
Everybody's got some scandals, though. Despite the challenging times we live in, I look around this room and I see people that are hardworking. Many of you, I don't even think you should be working that hard. We should be inspired by the events in France. They rioted when the retirement age went up 2 years to 64. They rioted.
Respect you, France.
Because they didn't want to work till 64. Meanwhile, in America, we have an 80-year-old man begging us for 4 more years of work. Begging. Let me finish the job. That's not a campaign slogan, that's a plea. Let me finish it. I do wish you the best of luck on the campaign trail, Mr. President. You got a lot of things that you're gonna have to navigate, a lot of hurdles. You've had quite a few scandals, you know. We know about the documents, we know about the laptops, but there's been no scandal damaging than the scandal of, is Joe Biden awake? Hey, sorry, President, but when he wake up from that nap, work gets done. He might doze off with an infrastructure bill. Student loan forgiveness. Free Britney Graham. But I think the most insulting scandal to fall to the feet of the Biden administration, feet of our Madam Vice President, the scandal of what does Kamala do?
Ooh, what?
Which is a disrespectful question. That's a disrespectful question because nobody ever asked that question of the Vice President until a woman got the job.
True.
Nobody asked.
True. Are there really people that don't know what a vice president is? Like, seriously?
I don't know what Mike Pence did. The only thing I know about Mike Pence is that he's really good at playing hide and seek at the Capitol. You gotta be crafty to catch Mike Pence in that Capitol, baby. He'd know all the nooks and crannies. Don't put the camera on her, Pence joke. Don't do that. Don't be set. They trying to set you up, Madam Vice President. You see what they do? At the end of the day, as a vice president, the only thing you got to do is just be better than Dick Cheney.
No.
That's the bar. Just be better than Dick Cheney. They made a documentary about Dick Cheney. Now, I don't know much about the job of vice president, but I do know if they can make a documentary about your time as vice president, you vice presidented incorrectly. And if a VP's job is really just waiting to step in to save the country in case of emergency, then the job of vice president is a perfect job for a black woman. Shouldn't be, but it is. And whatever you do accomplish, all they're gonna do is just give a man credit for it. Anything you do, the immigration stuff you done knocked out, you done got all this banking, and you got the internet down there, you done taken care of all this postpartum stuff. They just gonna give a man credit for the way, Mr. President, great job at being the first woman vice president of color. I don't even know how you did that part. Wonderful job.
Shit.
Happy. But tonight,
This guy's good.
Tonight is all about you all. The journalists, the defenders of free speech, the people who show truth to the world through different mediums, through television, through print, through radio, through whatever China let us see on TikTok. But the industry that covers all of these scandals isn't immune to them themselves. The issue with good media is that most people can't afford that. All the essential, fair, and nuanced reporting, it's all stuck behind a paywall. People can't afford rent, people can't afford food, not healthy food. They can't afford an education, they damn sure can't afford to pay. Say what you want about a conspiracy theory, but at least it's affordable. I mean, well, unless you Alex Jones, it costs you about 900 million.
He's
Now,
right.
understand that we have to put the stuff behind the paywall because creating the truth is important. People can't afford the truth, but you all can't afford time. The work you do as journalists is important, it's essential, it's dangerous. My father was in embedded lines with black platoons in Vietnam. He was in the South African Soweto riots, he covered that. War in Rhodesia, which we know today as Zimbabwe. My father came back home and co-founded the National Black Network because he wanted to tell black stories. It's American Urban Radio Networks now, and they've been doing it 50 years, and that's what my father wanted to build. You know, and I know it was hard because daddies love telling you when something was difficult. They were shooting at me, boy, but I never dropped my tape recorder. My daddy tell war stories like Brian Williams.
Oh. Brian Williams made up his war story.
All right, Lester Holt didn't laugh at that one. Okay, so that one. Good journalism costs. That's the truth of the matter. Good journalism costs the people, but it also costs the journalists. It could even cost you your freedom. We talked about Evan of the Wall Street Journal sitting in a Russian prison as we speak on espionage charges. Which espionage charges, by the way, that's the foreign equivalent of saying someone fits the description. Evan and hundreds of journalists. They're imprisoned all over the world simply for doing, and we got to defend brave journalists. Most national stories in this country, at some point, a local story.
That's right.
And those stories are championed by reporters at outlets that many of them have now folded. And if we can't figure out a way to pay local reporters, then as a country, we're only left with that many more blind. The bull is happening. You hear about all these newsrooms getting cuts. That's every article that Tamara has been sending me the last 2 months. It's just the newsroom is getting cut. We're cutting people, we're cutting budgets, but you never hear about the multi-million-dollar executives reducing their salaries within these organizations. Now, how do we fix this? I don't know, I'm a comedian. I was just up here. It's not my job to have the solution, that's on y'all. But local reporting is very important. My mother is here tonight, and I know she's furious right now because I'm trying to put on camera, but my mother was amongst a group of black student protesters fighting for equality in the 60s at Delta State University. And that was a dangerous time. Those types of incidents were covered by local reporters, and some of the shame that came from the national embarrassment of treating people inhumanely is part of the pressure that helped to create that type of change. What would have become of my mother and those other protesters if a local journalist wasn't there telling the story? And now it's no different. But thankfully, my mother's story, she got to complete her degree at Delta State and continued on to Florida A&M and got another degree. And then for the last 45 years has worked at a historically black college as an educator and administrator. And
that's awesome, dude.
One of those many black colleges that need a little bit more funny. You got a 20 on your joke. Send that down to one of the black colleges. To my mom, I say thank you for everything you've done for me and for helping countless students.
What a great story.
In Birmingham,
gotta love that.
Have the opportunity to see a college degree and to see an opportunity to grow, you know.
That's pretty huge, dude.
My mother's journey may not have even begun if not for brave journalists who chose history in real time. And I don't know how to ever repay my mom for what she's done for me and what she's done for so many people in Alabama. But just know, Mama, if a white billionaire call you and offer to buy your house, please sell it. Because I might want to become an NFT. Thank you so much to the Correspondents Association.
All right, well.
Thank you so much, Tamara Keith. Thank you all so much. Good night.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Mr. President, our executive producer, Bob Bain, and his excellent team. Thank you to the Washington Hilton. Thank you to our members. And now, Kelly O'Donnell, who will take the reins as WA president in fewer than 3 months.
Well,
Kelly will escort the president of the United States and his ice cream cone